Imagine going back in time to a period when the world was buzzing with new ideas, art was flourishing, and discoveries were being made in science and exploration. That's the time of the Renaissance era. Let's dive into this fascinating chapter in history and explore how it shaped the world we know today. The Renaissance happened in Europe, between the 14th and 17th centuries. It was like a giant wake-up call after the sleepy Middle Ages. People were ready to explore the world and discover new things. This was a time of change, growth, and creativity. One of the coolest things about the Renaissance was the explosion of art. Painters like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo created masterpieces that we still admire today. Leonardo's Mona Lisa and Michelangelo's David are just a couple of examples. These artists were like rock stars of their time. But the Renaissance wasn't just about art. It was also a time of scientific curiosity. Think about it like this. Imagine living in a time when people believed Earth was the center of the universe. Sounds strange, right? Well, during the Renaissance, people like Nicholas Copernicus and Galileo Galilei started suggesting that maybe Earth wasn't the center after all. They were onto something big, the idea that the Earth orbits the sun. Trade and exploration were also super important during this time. Explorers like Christopher Columbus sailed across oceans, discovering new lands and connecting far-off places. Trade routes opened up, and ideas from one part of the world started mixing with ideas from another. This exchange of ideas helped the Renaissance spread like wildfire. Now let's talk about books. Before the printing press, books were handwritten, and that made them super expensive. But along came Johannes Gutenberg with his amazing invention, the printing press. This machine made it way easier and cheaper to print books. Suddenly, more people could read and learn from all sorts of writings, sparking even more creativity and ideas. In the middle of all this creativity and discovery, the Renaissance also brought a shift in thinking. People started to believe in the power of individuals. They believed that people had the ability to learn, think, and create amazing things. This idea of humanism became a driving force in art, literature, and education. So why did all this happen? Well, there isn't just one answer. Some say it was because people were tired of the dark Middle Ages and wanted a change. Others say that trade and wealth allowed people to focus on more than just survival. Whatever the reason, the Renaissance was a time when people dared to dream big. In a nutshell, the Renaissance was a time of awakening, a time when people opened their minds and explored the world around them. It was a time of art, science, new ideas, and a belief in the potential of individuals. Even though the Renaissance ended centuries ago, its impact is still felt today, reminding us that creativity and curiosity can change the world. And that's the story of the Renaissance, a time when the world turned a new page and began an incredible chapter in history.